Chelsea versus Manchester United. It doesn't get big as this. You might not understand what Chelsea versus Manchester United mean in Africa. Chelsea versus Manchester United means like it's almost like a Champions League night. It's almost like El Clasico for horse. I think the biggest one that happened was the 2008 final in Champions League. That was the biggest one. So both teams have the biggest number of fans in Africa. So this is actually big. And for Chelsea fans, if we don't know, in the last 13 years, we've not won a game in Old Trafford. In the last 13 years, we've not won a game in Old Trafford. Some of the stats are even very funny. Do you know that it is Chelsea versus Manchester United? Out of the last 66 games that we played, 27 have been drawn. 27 have been drawn. Another stats that you need to know, we've played 197 games. And out of those 197 games, we've won 56, only 56. We've drawn 61 and we've lost 80. That's another stat that you need to know. That's how big it is. That's how Chelsea versus Manchester United game is always big. Always big. And don't forget, we have one of their old players, Garnacho. They also have one of our old player, Mason Mount. But let's go into the pre-match conference that Maresca did. They asked him about the players. Sterling and Disasi that have not been joining the main team to train. So they asked him about that, and he told them, he said, it's not only in Chelsea, it's in every football club. If you have contracts and the club doesn't think that you can help the club at the moment, they seclude you from the main team so as not to corrupt the main team or whatever. So they were asking, what about their mental health and all those things? Are they not suffering? Then Maresca said this. He said, his dad, 75 years old, his dad always go and fish from 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. daily. That is suffering, not the ones that the players are just behaving anyhow. Sterling should have worked hard. Disasi should have worked harder. And the funny thing is that it's not that the club does not want to sell them. The club was ready to sell them, but they were not ready to cut down their pay. Sterling is one of the players receiving the highest in Chelsea. Just imagine, he's receiving the highest salary in Chelsea and he's not playing. So that's a loss for the club. When they wanted to sell him, when Turkey was there, Saudi Arabia was there, he didn't give a green light. Disasi was in Aston Villa. Aston Villa would have loved to keep him, but I don't think he's ready to do a pay cut. As much as everybody knows that sometimes some parts of this contract might not be fair, but working hard is also very important just to keep your contracts. Manchester United have been resting for the past 1 week, but we had to play in the Champions League. But who doesn't like to play in the Champions League? That is why we actually need to beat them this time. We need to show them why we are in the Champions League. They asked him, he was asked about Garnacho as well, and he said Garnacho has been good in the last 2 games. Personally, I would prefer Garnacho to start on the left, Estevao or Pedro Neto to start on the right. Forget what happened on Wednesday in the Champions League. Pedro Neto was not playing the right side that he's supposed to be playing. So when he plays on the right hand goal, he's going to ball. I trust Pedro Neto with that. I don't know why some Chelsea fans are dropping him on that bus because of just that one game. I trust Pedro Neto on the right. He balls well. Yeah, he balls well. So let me go to my stats. Let me go to the lineup that I want. Sanchez has been top notch. 2 games without mistakes. Brentford, it was good. Bayern Munich, it was fantastic. He's the one that saved us in that Bayern Munich game. It should have been 5-1 or 6-1. But he was up to the task. So I want Sanchez in goal. I want Cucurella. Is always good. Cucurella on the left hand, left back. I want Rhys James or Gusto on the right back. But that centre back, there's something that I need them to do for that centre back. That centre back, I don't think Tosin and Chaloba works well together. So I think one of them should be on bench and Josh Achimpong should come up. That's what I think. I don't know what you also feel. Josh Achimpong should come up. And in the midfield, I want Caicedo, starter, Esugu, or Santos. Because I do not understand what Fernandes has been playing lately. Maybe I'm throwing him under the bus after the Bayern Munich game. I don't know. But if Fernandes can play well, I will still prefer him over any of those. Any of Santos, Fernandes, or Esugu. So one of Santos or Fernandes, I think that's preferable. And on the right, in their front, Palmer. Yes, Palmer. On the left wing, I want Garnacho. On the right wing, I want Estevao or Pedro Neto. And João Pedro does his thing. I would have loved a good 9, but there's no other person that will play that role better than João Pedro currently. Liam Delap is injured, and Gui, according to Maresca, is not up to the task yet. So we just have to go with this lineup. And I know we are going to punish Manchester United with this lineup. Let me know what you think. If this is your first time of seeing this channel, we are planning to get a very good number of subscribers so that we can keep making such videos. And if you're a good Chelsea fan, just follow, like, and subscribe. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's very important that you subscribe. That's how you can show appreciation. Thank you.